Okay, I have a question. How long has the US been funding Israel's atrocities? As long as you have 3 people in one spot, there will always be war. And I hate to believe that, but it's just like there's just a little truth to it. Like Prodijet, you've seen the title, you know what it is. Rajieen. I don't know who the artist is, unless the artist is Rajieen, but this is the official English lyric video. I don't know if it's gonna be in English or not, but we're here to be educated today. I know when I did the shouting at the walls reaction, I said this would be recorded next week, but I had time today, so I was like, you know what, let me knock this out the park too. This might take me a little bit longer to edit, but it's fine. You guys will see it soon. Free Palestine, obviously. Here's some comments from the previous video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. My Instagram, my other socials, and my other channels are in the description. You know what to do with that information. Without further ado, let's chop this up. Once again, Luffy would not approve of what's going on with Palestine and Israel right now, okay? If Luffy was in Palestine, he would have tore Israel a new one, I won't lie. Country, I'm in prison.
فيها تراب اليوم نسقي بدموع ودمي شهيد دمي شهيد
فيها قصة مكتوبة نصر طلعتنا إلا من بحر النهر.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to restart it. Water its soil with tears and the blood of its offenders.
فيها قصة مكتوبة نصر طلعتنا إلا من بحر النهر. يا ما قلنا بكرة أحلى بس لا ما شفنا إلا قهر. طلبنا بس حرية نعيش شفنا بس قتل وتهجير حتى نحكي لا ممنوع سجن حدود وسجن التعبير.
Call me spoiled, right? And like maybe just me taking my freedom for granted, but I feel so like I guess the word's guilty for me being able to like speak freely when these guys can't, because it's just like I know in other countries if you say the wrong thing it gets you shot. Not even by like somebody you see on the street, but by your own government. So it's just like I'm blessed enough to not have to experience that, but to know there's places in the world where that happens, it just doesn't sit right to me. And like I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say it, but I will keep saying it. This mass massacre of people who didn't do anything wrong, like it doesn't sit right with me. The way I see it, 2 old individuals could not have a conversation, so now they risk young lives, if that makes sense. So they put in young lives on the line, and a lot of them are being lost. And that's not something you want to see. Like these guys have every right to live. Like they didn't do nothing wrong. They're just existing. And it's just like you're carrying over a war that has been happening for what, over 90 years now, like almost a century. So it's just messed up to me. And I said it in my shouting at the wall video, but I just feel like it's hypocritical because like Jewish people, they were almost wiped out by, you know, the big baddie of the German civilization, and then they turn around and do this, and it's like, and it's gonna sound really messed up, but it's just like maybe Hitler was doing the nah, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence, but it's not okay that they did not learn from that experience and that they're just doing it to somebody else. I don't like it. Literally.
تاني بس أهله ميتين وباللي صاير فينا لا ترابك ما تخلينا ودم الشهيد فدك يا وطني تبلينا وراح اللي بوزينا وشكون اللي بينا والله ما توحش ناس اللي جواتني كل يوم بحكولي صبري سلاحي واخر صبر الموت والكل شايف بس لا مش فارق صوتي وانا واقف وحدي العالم ضدي وانا مخشاش.
I do love the sound of this music. The delivery of the lyrics I can't really say because it's like I don't I don't speak the language, but I can read the lyrics and I understand the message. So I do like that as well. But like what I like most about it is when we look at jazz, I want to say originated when, like, you know, I want to say civil rights movement was going on. MLK was still doing his thing, and they were really singing about like the injustices of the social system, racism, and the injustice just being a black man in America. That's how jazz was really originated. That's why it resonated with so many people, because it was real hardships that those guys can relate to. And I feel like this has that same feeling and that same hunger as when like jazz was created. And I feel like it does such a service for people experiencing this mass massacre, if that makes sense. And one thing I didn't mention, like in the shouting at the walls reaction, was the demolition of everything around them. That was very impactful for people to see the damage that they're causing over there. And to like hear and see the imagery that they're painting, I feel like that's also effective, because they're saying like, yo, the soil is being like fertilized by our tears and the blood of people who did nothing, if that makes sense. So yeah, I love that.
اخواتي في غزة اليوم تتعرض للإبادة وما كلمتينا من نصر ما شهادة فلسطيني شهيد منذ إبادة وما كلمتينا من نصر ما شهادة فلسطيني شهيد منذ.
See, when I was learning about this, like I don't know why, but why can somebody explain to me why is this so hard for Israel and like Palestine to come to like an agreement, like a peace thing, or like why they can't coexist? Because like once again, I did do some research, I did look up some stuff, but I'm not an expert at this. I don't know all the dealings that they had. So why is it so hard for them to coexist? Like, it's really reminding me of the civil rights movement in America, like back when segregation was still a thing. Like I feel like at some point we all need to come together, because we're all humans. We're all humans. No matter what color, how big you are, how small you are, we all bleed the same. So like when you put us all in a blender, we all come out the same, basically. The fact that we can't find peace is awful. And like I don't know how many of you read or like seen Vinland Saga, but one of the characters, they said in that anime, like, you cannot make a country without war, because as long as you have 3 people in one spot, there will always be war. And I hate to believe that, but it's just like there's just a little truth to it. Like it, not even a little. I can't hide it. Because the pride of a man will always be the downfall of them, if that makes sense. Or maybe that's greed. I don't know. But it's a sin for a reason. People get too wrapped up in these things. They don't see consequences of their actions. Or maybe they do. It's just they don't see the people that it's affecting. And I don't know. I'm just yapping right now. I just don't like the situation.
تاريخ الولادة وصبرا جميلا العدو سيزول وين الأمة العربية حان الوقت لنثور في بان وعد الحق يوفى وعد الفور وانا قلبي فلسطيني يلا في العمر كل الدنيا بلادي وأرضي في كل مكان كل الدنيا بلادي من قديم الزمان الفروق بيننا حدود كلام على الورق مكتوب والمكتوب أصبح قيود تمنعنا نشوف بلاد.
قتلونا وهجروني وصار الحجر بيدي سلاحي مثل الدم أبيض وأسود كوفيتي هي سر نجاحي وبكفي كفاني جاي حجر بيدي سلاحي مثل الدم أبيض وأسود كوفيتي هي سر نجاحي وبكفي كفاني جاي وبكفى الجر اللي جاي مفتاح البيت عالرقب بسداد ما بتمايل مفتاح البيت قلبي وانا راجع وبايدي ولدي ولو كل العالم كان ضدي انا راجع يا بلادي راجع البيت قلبي وانا راجع وبايدي ولدي ولو كل العالم
بلاد العرب وطاني من الشامي بغداني أرضي هي وبلادي وكل العرب بتنادي احتلالي عدواني موت طفلي واجدادي.
I ain't gonna lie, he kind of going hard with the flow, bro. I don't know what he's saying. I'm reading what he's saying, but it's just like, I don't know, this shit kind of hard, bro. It's kind of hard. And I was just thinking to myself, like, yo, I hope people can find, like, not just peace, but hope in the song. Because, like, I hope that listening to music like this can bring those who are suffering hope. Because when you have hope, you can make it through anything. And if you're from Palestine, you're watching this, I don't know if you can watch this, maybe that's ignorant of me, but like I hope you know that there's people out there who do support you, who do want to help you, and hopefully one day you can stop running. Hopefully one day you can stop running.
بتنادي احتلالي عدواني موت طفلي واجدادي اسألني مين ارهابي وجاي اقول لك مين بادي.
سوري اني مش من اوكرانيا، سوري انه بشرتي مش بيضة، سوري لاولادي، سوري اني جبتكم على دنيا منفقة ومش عدلة، سوري الحلم طويل يابا، سوري الحمل ثقيل يابا، لا سوري على اي سوري ملناش غير انه نشيل يابا.
هنا الموت حياة سهلة بس صعب الحياة، حرية كذابة عالم استبدادي
غير انه نشيل يابا.
هنا الموت حياة سهلة بس صعب الحياة، حرية كذابة عالم استبدادي نستقبل ضيوف نستقبل شهداء ما نسينا الدرة وخصم.
You know what I don't get? Like how they can call Palestinians terrorists when they're at war with them, because that's just, if you're waging a war on somebody and they retaliate, how does that make them a terrorist? That makes them your opponents, and they're just trying to control the narrative. I get that. I hate the hypocrisy of it.
مع مدان إبادة جماعية أطفال ونساء يموت عزيز ما نبكي ده شهيد نصرة نصرة وتبقى العزة لله راجعين يا أقصى وعد الله أكيد
معكو تهجير جبل ثابت مناهض بالتفجير يا خزعة انتصارنا قادم أكيد بصمودي قاهر ذاك الخبيث بالمشاعر بليد ما شاف أحد من عياله شهيد أرواحهم أمانة برقاب الجميع أمانة شريف بنوصل ندافع نموت بخاف فلسطين
يطاري بشابشة منه تخون خليك يقول صراحة يقطعون الصوت.
He started rapping faster than I could read. Hold up.
بخاف فلسطين
يطاري بشابشة منه تخون خليك يقول صراحة يقطعون الصوت بدم ولا خايف الدويل يحبسون كونت أخي الدم فارغ قدم شو ما قدراش إني أشوف داك شي اللي نصور حتى نقاس في العرش واللي معك صور صار بيندخل السرطان 75 عام حتى الرصاص شي فاضي.
Crazy, bro. Cause like, bro, I don't know if y'all know who Kendrick Lamar is, but like that's some level of Kendrick Lamar hater shit, where you hold a grudge for that long that you can keep this up. Like, bro, across those 75 years, you couldn't think to yourself, hey, what am I doing this for? Why can't we stop? Why can't we find peace? That's crazy to me. Like, to me, that's like the equivalent of fighting somebody else's battle and you don't even know what you're fighting for at this point. Like, if that makes sense.
قدم شغل ما يقول صراحة يقطعون الصوت بدم ولا خايف الدويل يحبسوا له كونت أخي الدم فارغ قدم شغل ما قدراش إني أشوف داك شي اللي مصور حتى نقاس في العرش واللي معك صور صار بيندخل السرطان 75 عام حتى الرصاص مشى شي فاضي
قلبي فما يشفى حتى ناخد ثار المستشفى ضل صاروا بالكشفة وين رجال قلوب ناشفة صعبي مهما الدنيا تقسى زادت النكسة ظلموا فايت حدو لبسة سلامي لي ناشفة صعبي مهما الدنيا تقسى زادت
how harsh the world gets, depression has reached its breaking point.
النكسة ظلموا فايت حدو لبسة سلامي لي غزة مش ناقصة إن شاء الله نتقابلوا في اللبسة
هيلينا لو فوق الأرض وتحتيها سوقا وجمعت تلاقينا بطوفان يجول وحمية ولا صالينا لو يقش عدوي أسميها لو أقصى الناس تعادينا وأنا راجع يا بلادي راجع.
ليس لنا عونا سوى أرسل لنا ربي خلاص في روحنا جهد ثقال في قلوبنا بلد وثار وبروحنا وقلوبنا.
I don't know who was singing that part, but I love their voice.
رجع تاني على أرضي الأقصى صلي فيه فردي جاية معاكو بطيران أنا زميلي جاية معاكو أرضي فداي 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 أنا مش مالي
I'm sorry, that line reminded me of a bunch of the atrocities that's being committed. I don't think I spoke on this before, but for one, I heard that people tried to send care packages to the people in Gaza, like via air support, and then they waited for everybody to gather around that care package, and then kaboom. That is, oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Another thing that I heard is like they're forcing themselves onto women and children, like even like some of their dead bodies, and that is just atrocious to me. And it's just like you have people that support these guys, and yeah, how is that okay? Once again, feels like a war crime. I don't know. Like some of these people are just sick and sadistic, and there's a special place in hell for these guys, and that's all I'm gonna say.
لو هموت في ايدي سلاحي حد ما يجي النسيم ورا ازاي نجيب احنا في صف العزيز سامحنا يا رحيم اننا عاجزين عمره ما كان تطبيع شفنا السفاحين تقتل طفل بريء في دمه بتستبيح زي في التاريخ بدموع التماسيح
قاتلي الاطفال صانعي الاهوال كاذبي الاقوال سارقي لا مال الاطفال نفكنا عايشين بلدنا ومنا ما ماشيين رضنا فيها مسروقين عزال بدون سلاح لكن ما.
Okay, I have a question. How long has the U.S. been funding Israel's atrocities? Because was it just like when Biden was in office, or has this been going on for a long time? I don't know. I don't know. If somebody can let me know, please. Voice, yours will remain. I love that. I love that, because it's like, even if they silence me, they can't silence everybody, and eventually, hopefully, one of our voices will change everything. But yeah, we gotta do something, like keep protesting, keep fighting to help our brothers and sisters that's in need across the seas. This shit's crazy, man. So crazy. But yo, that's all I gotta say. I'm Prodijet. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Free Palestine, and make sure you live life till your heart is full. Deuces.